What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video we are discussing the review, the last of all the sort of Game Week 1 videos I'm going to be doing, and so you guys can basically decide on the favourite series. I'll judge by viewing numbers or the way you guys comment and like and all that sort of stuff really, and then post an update video on what the plan is in the future, because I can't do this every week because it will end up burning me out again. There is potentials that other weeks it will have to go down inevitably, or it could also go up if there's more time to go in between them, let's say. But for now we've got the review, and let's start things off as always, you know, with the goalkeepers. And the four best scoring goalkeepers, you've got McCarthy on 11 points, Hennessy on 9 points, Edison on 8 points and Hart on 7. Overall I had a pretty okay time, pretty average I'd say actually, with the keepers. Lloris was let down by an alright Newcastle goal. I said bring the Chelsea goalkeeper in that would start, and Kepa was that man. He got a clean sheet. And also there was someone else that I can't remember, so I'm going to have to look across and re-jog my memory. Begovic, who also got a clean sheet. Fabianski I put in there for save points, and yeah, hey ho, what can you do? But these four goalkeepers performed admirably. McCarthy with 11 points. You're thinking 0-0, it was a really poor game, but made 6 saves, 3 bonus points, and that's what a goalkeeper can do for you. £4.5 million as well. It's not bad going. I did see, I think Brett from FPL TV had him in his team, so hopefully he was on the bench. Hennessy also got 9. Crystal Palace, good start to the season with a 2-0 win. Edison, well, need I say more? I didn't think Edison was too good in that game, but he managed to pick himself up 8 points, and because of the fact that he's on the ball so much, he's got a high chance of getting bonus points, and you know, he did. He made 3 saves and got a bonus point from it, so fair play to him. Where it's due. And Joe Hart as well, interesting one. Not really sure about the keeper situation there, because I've got 5 registered first team goalkeepers, with Legsins, Lindegaard, Hart, Pope and Heaton. So when they're all fit, it'll be interesting to see which one to start. I'm assuming it'll be one of the latter 3, Hart, Pope or Heaton, but you never know. For now, Hart's got a clean sheet, and you know, looks good so far. Moving on to the defenders, we've got Mendy, Holebas, Wan-Bissaka, Alonso, Schlupp and Van Aanholt. A very left-footed best defenders from this week. Mendy grabbed himself 2 assists and a clean sheet, as I might add, did Holebas, but Holebas didn't get as many bonus points. Mendy looked really good. At times I was, maybe he was slightly nervous, but in general he looks quite good, and that's a good thing for us FPL owners. And he's in my set to forget. He's not in my actual team, but he will be in due course. I was just worried about this Arsenal game as a potential banana skin. It was for Aguero, it wasn't however for Mendy and a few others. Holebas as well, not necessarily for the long term, but he looked good in that game. 2 assists for the 2 Pereira goals. Good start from him. Wan-Bissaka at 4 million could potentially be putting his stamp on a first team role. That means then £4 million worth of starting defenders. Now it's early days. When everyone's fit in Crystal Palace, we'll see. And when a couple of hard games hit them, we'll see what happens. For now, Wan-Bissaka, I believe he should be starting. He played really, really well in Palace's game. I think he's earned his shot. Alonso, many worries if Alonso over pre-season because of the change of formation. Would he be forward enough? He won the penalty. He was in the box. So he's still getting forward. He's still doing what he's doing. So I think £6.5 million is expensive, but you could get a good player in Alonso on 11. And Schlupp and Van Aanholt, I'm not really sure what sort of combination they went with. I'm assuming one of them went ahead of the other one, but 2 of them looking good. Both getting 11 points. Whichever one plays further up, because I'm not really sure who it was, could potentially be a good option if they're settled in and basically set there for the season. I don't think they will be, so bear that in mind, but keep an eye on that because that could be quite good. Moving on to midfielders, we've got Mane, Pereira, Richarlison, Neves, Fraser and Pogba. Mane. I have Mane, I don't have Salah. That's all I have to say about that. I was nervous when he scored though. Salah probably could have had a couple more in that game, but he didn't. Only 1. Mane got 2. and also Firmino got an assist for me as well, so it didn't work out too well. We'll be posting my team as well tomorrow. The preview, the review, everything's to do with my team. It's going to be a separate video and a separate series I'm doing. That and the preview I'll continue because I know you guys like those 2 videos. The others will see what the figures look like. But Mane, 16 points. Good start from him. He always does it on the opening day and does it again this week. Pereira as well, 16 points. Very hit and miss last season. Good game, couple of bad games. Good game, couple of bad games. So bear that in mind if you're bringing him in. Richarlison, 14 points, looked really, really good. Bearing in mind, you know, Everton had 10 men for a long time, which sort of didn't help me with my Gylfi Sigurdsson pick because he was taken off for a defender in Mason Holgate after the red card for Phil Jagielka. But Richarlison looks good, and I think he's going to have a good time if Marco Silva's there for the whole season. I think we could be looking at a potential deal breaker when it comes to progressing higher than your mates in those mini leagues. Neves on 12 as well, £5 million worth of Wolves midfielder, a goal and assist in the first week from a, be it A, it was a free kick but not a red card, B, the free kick was far further forward than it should have been, but he scored it. He's got an assist as well. Neves for £5 million again. He's going to be starting week in, week out. He's quality and he really, really looks good for £5 million. You've also then got Fraser. It's an interesting one, Fraser, because I don't really see any of the Bournemouth sort of wide players being sort of set in stone, I suppose. And with Fraser, it is interesting. He's £5.5 million. And he could be very, very good, but is the potential, is he going to start? Because you know, you look at the previous seasons, 17,000 minutes and 20,000 minutes in 16, 17, 17, 18, so that's my only worry with him. But if he's playing and he's scoring and he's assisting, you never know what the future holds. And Pogba as well on 10 points, really, really good performance, carried it over well from the World Cup. Hopefully he continues that and doesn't let it slip. And lastly, we've got the attackers, in which it was a really poor week. You know, you got some really nice scores in the defence, some even bigger scores in the midfield. And you got 8 points as the max for the attackers. You've got Wilson on 8, Vardy and Jimenez on 6, and Zaha and Tosun on 5. Wilson on 8, scored a goal. If he's fit for the whole season, he's a good prospect, something I keep on saying, but his fitness has been an issue since Bournemouth got to the Premier League. That's where the worry is. Jamie Vardy just come back from pre-season, came off the bench, scored a goal. It's what Jamie Vardy does. He will be up there, 15 plus goals again this season. £9 million is a good, you know, sort of good price for a player like Jamie Vardy's consistency, and he will get a few more assists as well, and may even be relied upon a bit more with Mahrez out of the team. But some good players have been signed, and I do think James Maddison has looked very, very good and could potentially help Vardy in the future. You also got Jimenez, something I've mentioned in a couple of other videos in a live stream. He's £5.5 million playing up front in a very, very strong looking Wolves team, and I do feel like he will get a few more goals this season. Double figures, I think, at least, if he plays the entire season. He's their number one week in, week out. Zaha and Tosun, both £7 million. Not really going to say too much on them. Zaha, I think, will, you know, time will tell how much he does. But I do feel like he's started the season very, very well. And Tosun as well. Only an assist, but if Richarlison's going to be making those runs, Walcott's going to be making those runs, Bernard potentially in the future, Sigurdsson's setting all those up, as well as Tosun, he could become a very good asset. Not for goals, maybe even for assists. And that happens to be that for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think of all the big point scorers, and did you have any left on the bench? I had Wan-Bissaka in my set and forget, and Luke Shaw in my actual team. And I also had Aguero captain when I should have had Luke Shaw. Tough times for me, tough times. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. See you on the next video. Peace.